We strongly condemn the deplorable remark by an Israeli cabinet minister. Starving more than 2 million Palestinians in Gaza cannot be justified. Thank you, Mr. President. I also thank USG DiCaro and Director Doughton for their briefings. The number of civilian casualties and the degree of suffering we have seen in Gaza for more than 300 days of conflict are unbearable and distressing. Today, this urgent meeting is convened following yet another grave incident. Japan expresses its deep concern over the loss of many civilian lives and injuries caused by the Israeli airstrikes on al-Tabin school last Saturday. It is appalling that numerous civilian casualties have occurred in schools and hospitals. All parties must strictly abide by relevant principles of international law, especially the protection of civilians. We urge Israel to make every effort to avoid civilian harm. Mr. President, Gaza is truly in agony. Nearly 1.9 million people are forcibly displaced due to the repeated evacuation order by Israel, fleeing again and again to places where life is barely tenable. Japan is deeply worried about the significant shortage of food, medicine, fuel, and other basic necessities in Gaza. We strongly condemn the deplorable remark by an Israeli cabinet minister. Starving more than 2 million Palestinians in Gaza cannot be justified. The detection of polio and the spread of such diseases is a man-made problem stemming from the collapse of the waste management system and is another matter of serious concern. The Rafah crossing must be reopened and the safety of aid workers must be assured at all times. Israel must lift all impediments to humanitarian assistance, not only to provide the minimum of survival, but also to protect human dignity. Mr. President, the still unfolding tragedy confirms that three things that this Council called for in Resolution 2735 must be achieved now without any further delay, namely, an immediate ceasefire, the release of all remaining hostages, and the expansion of aid delivery across Gaza at scale. In this vein, Japan appreciates the vigorous diplomatic push by the United States, Egypt, and Qatar to close all remaining gaps to finalize the deal on the ceasefire and hostage release. We strongly support the recent joint leaders' statement and the effort made by the three countries, and we urge all parties concerned, especially Hamas, to constructively engage at the proposed meetings later this week and immediately work towards concluding the deal. This Council and the entire international community must remain united to end this crisis immediately. Japan will play its part in close cooperation with relevant stakeholders. I thank you, Mr. President.